Every year, thousands of Filipinos leave their families and homeland behind. They pack their bags, their hearts filled with hope and uncertainty, and board planes going to faraway lands. In this documentary, we explore the Filipino community abroad, talking to families torn between staying or leaving, and people chasing their dreams across the world. Filipinos are known all over the world for their hard work and perseverance. But sadly, finding a job here at home can be really hard, especially for our younger generation. Many Filipinos see countries like America, Canada, even those in the Middle East as places full of promise. They believe that if they work hard, they can earn more, not just for themselves, but to support their families back home. We've talked to nurses who are forced to work as caregivers, engineers driving taxis, all for the chance to earn more money. Despite these hardships, the OFW spirit remains strong. They persevere, adapt, and build new lives for themselves. Education has always been a top priority for Filipinos. That's why many Filipinos choose to study abroad, to get a world-class education, to learn new things. They dream of bringing back the knowledge they've gained to help the Philippines. But sometimes, the chance to succeed abroad can be too strong. We've met Filipinos who went abroad for their master's degrees, their PhDs, and ended up building successful careers overseas. Whether they choose to stay abroad or return to the Philippines, they are always dedicated to learning and making a difference. The Philippines, our economy is growing, that's for sure, but for many Filipinos that growth hasn't made their lives better. Many OFWs we've spoken to, they didn't leave because they wanted to, they left because they had to. They work tirelessly, sending money back home, supporting their families, even if it means giving up their own happiness. The ironic thing is, while they help the economies of other countries, them being gone creates problems here at home. Filipinos leave to find economic stability, hoping that one day they can return to a Philippines where they too can succeed. We all want peace, a safe place for ourselves and our families. But sadly, in some parts of the Philippines, that peace is hard to find. Political instability, armed conflict, these are realities that force many Filipinos to flee their homes. They leave behind everything they know, their homes, their jobs, their loved ones, all to find safety and security somewhere else. These Filipinos carry the scars of trauma, the pain of displacement, the longing for a home they may never see again. And yet, even when things are hard, their spirit remains unbroken. They rebuild their lives, support each other, and hold on to hope. We all dream of a good life, a life with access to good health care, where we can see our loved ones get the best medical attention. We imagine a future where our children can go to schools that provide an excellent education, with modern facilities and resources that help them learn and grow. We long for a safe and clean environment, where we can walk through well-kept parks and live in neighborhoods that are free from pollution and crime. But for some Filipinos, these dreams seem impossible in their own country. The reality of crowded urban areas, limited resources, and environmental challenges can make these hopes feel far away. They see other countries, developed nations, as places where these dreams can come true. They research, they plan, and they hope for a chance to experience a different way of life. We've talked to families who moved abroad for better health care, for cleaner air, and for the opportunity to live in a place where their health and well-being are a priority. They want a safer environment to raise their children, where they can play freely and grow up in a secure and caring community. It's not just about material comforts like modern supermarkets and well-stocked stores. It's about peace of mind, knowing that their daily lives are less stressful and more fulfilling. It's about knowing that their loved ones are cared for, that their parents can age with dignity, and their children can grow up with opportunities they never had. And so, they make the difficult decision to leave, to pack their lives into suitcases and say goodbye to the familiar. They trade what they know for the unknown, stepping into a new world with hopes and dreams in their hearts. To find a better life for themselves and their families, they embrace the challenges and opportunities that come with starting over, driven by the promise of a brighter future. Filipinos, we are people who value family deeply. Our connections are strong, Our love for our families is endless. Many Filipinos have family members, relatives, even friends who have already built lives abroad. They see these connections as a lifeline, a way to get help in a foreign land. These family ties give them a sense of belonging, a comfort in unfamiliar places. And so, Filipinos leave, not just for themselves but for their families, for the chance to be together, to support each other, to start a new chapter in their lives. The Philippines, we are a nation shaped by nature's beauty, but also by its destructive power. Typhoons, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, these are harsh realities that we face every year. And for some Filipinos, these disasters are the reason they leave. They see their homes destroyed, their livelihoods washed away, their communities in ruins. They look for safety, security, a place where they can rebuild their lives without the constant threat of natural disasters. And yet, even when faced with such hardship, their resilience shines through. They adapt, they rebuild, they find hope even in the face of despair. Poverty is a harsh reality for many Filipinos. In the busy streets and rundown homes, the struggle to make ends meet is a daily battle. Children play in the streets, unaware of the difficult economic conditions around them. For some, leaving the Philippines is seen as the only way to escape this cycle of poverty. Families tearfully say their goodbyes at crowded airports, hoping that going abroad will bring better opportunities. We've met Filipinos who work very hard abroad, taking on low-paying jobs, enduring tough conditions, all for the chance to lift their families out of poverty. They work in construction as housekeepers and in restaurants, often working long hours in difficult environments. They send money back home, every peso a symbol of hope, a promise of a brighter future. This money is a lifeline for their families, providing much-needed financial support. They are the unsung heroes, the silent providers, their sacrifices often unseen, their stories untold. Being away from loved ones is emotionally very hard, yet they keep going, driven by the hope of a better life for their families. And yet, their remittances, their hard work, it makes a difference. Each transaction shows their dedication and love for their families back home. It sends children to school. It puts food on the table. It gives hope to families struggling to survive. These small victories, made possible by the sacrifices of those working abroad, are steps towards breaking free from poverty and building a brighter future for the next generation. Filipinos, we are people filled with dreams, with hopes for a better life. And sometimes, those dreams take us to other countries, to lands that promise opportunity and growth. We've met young Filipinos who left to follow their passions, to build their careers, to make a difference in the world. They are entrepreneurs, artists, professionals, all driven by a desire to succeed. They embrace new challenges, they work hard, they never give up on their dreams. They become role models, beacons of hope, proof that with hard work and perseverance, you can achieve anything. We all want to build a better future for ourselves and our families right here in the Philippines. But sometimes the very rules that are supposed to help us end up hurting us. Complicated regulations, lack of support for small businesses, these are just some of the problems that Filipinos face. They see other countries as having a more supportive environment, a place where their hard work will get them ahead. And so, they leave, hoping that one day, things will change, that the Philippines will become a place where they can succeed. We've all been fascinated by pictures of bright cities, of advanced technology, of a different way of life. And for some Filipinos, these images make them long for something new, something different. They dream of living in a first-world country, of experiencing a different culture, of immersing themselves in a new environment. We've met Filipinos who were drawn to Western culture, who were amazed by the modernity and progress of developed nations. They want a life that's out of the ordinary, a life full of new experiences, new perspectives, new possibilities. They embrace the differences, they connect across cultures, they become citizens of the world. From a young age, we see images, hear stories, and encounter ideas that shape how we see the world. These early experiences are really important in forming our understanding of life, our dreams, and our aspirations. For Filipinos, Western media, with its portrayal of wealth and opportunity, can have a strong influence. We see movies, TV shows, and music videos that show a lifestyle full of luxury, success, and endless possibilities. Hollywood movies, American TV shows, and Western music videos all show a lifestyle that seems so different, so appealing. These portrayals often highlight a world of comfort and excitement, very different from the everyday realities many people face. We've talked to Filipinos who grew up watching American sitcoms, listening to Western pop music, dreaming of living in those faraway lands. They talk about how these media have shaped their views and hopes, making them want a life that's like what they see on screen. It's the power of cultural influence, the way media shapes our desires, our aspirations, the way we understand the world. This influence is so strong that it can make people make big life decisions, like moving abroad to find better opportunities. The media doesn't just entertain, it teaches and inspires. It creates a vision of what life could be, and for many young Filipinos, this vision becomes a goal. They start planning, dreaming, and working towards making that vision a reality. Wanting to experience the life they've seen on screen, they leave their homes, their families, and their comfort zones. They go on a journey to make their dreams a reality, hoping to find the success and happiness they've always wanted. So there you have it. Whether it's looking for better jobs, escaping political or economic hardship, or just wanting a better quality of life, Filipinos are leaving for many different reasons. But they're doing it with incredible resilience and determination. What if the real journey is about finding home, wherever that may be?
Thank you for watching. Our team here at Vibrant Filipino Connections appreciates your support in celebrating Filipino culture. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment with your thoughts. And of course, let us know what topic you'd love us to cover next.